Hey, welcome to part 2 of a very special episode of Machinery Pete TV, celebrating a great year of sharing legacies of farm families across America.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America. Hey folks, and hey, I can think of no better way to wrap up this past year of Share Your Legacy stories than to visit with my good friends Mark and Ron Stock, owner-founders of Big Iron. And Ron, I know Share Your Legacy has been a very powerful program. Can you tell us why it was important to you guys and how you got it started?
Well, we started Share Your Legacy over the last 20 years, only we did it in our car. We'd be driving down the road after we visited with somebody about their sale in Kansas or South Dakota or Iowa or Colorado or Coleman, Alabama. And you leave those places and you're like, man, I wish everybody could have heard the day we had. And it wasn't about the machinery, it was about the story of the guy or the gal and what they've been through to get to where they're at. They all have a story. And so we always talked about it amongst each other, saying, wouldn't it be neat if we could share that with some other people? And so Share Your Legacy has been a work in progress, but finally we've gotten to the place where we've got a film crew, we have the resources to be able to do it, and it's just our gift to the American people.
And Mark, boy, I've been getting feedback. It's resonating because, yeah, it's about people, isn't it?
It is about people, and thank you for allowing us the time on your well-populated show to gain traction for the Share Your Legacy series. And there are so many wonderful people all across the country that, they're humble. And sometimes when you find that right person and you put a camera in front of them and you tell them the importance of what they do should be told so everybody can resonate with what life is in small town America and in the rural communities in America. And Share Your Legacy is just a great way to put that in front of a lot of people.
Well, you guys have done a fantastic job with it. And it reminds me, like you say, Mark, sometimes when you start filming, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the conversation, then the good stuff comes out. Mm-hmm. And but that's everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go. We've talked to people from New Jersey down to California, Washington State, down to Florida, and sold them equipment and farms. It's just been really exciting watching it all come to fruition.
Well, early on, Share Your Legacy made a special stop to the Panhandle of Texas to share the story of the Cartwrights.
My granddad came here, bought his first land in 1919, and started farming then. His wife, my grandmother, they had land in this area as well.
Well, my dad and one of his brothers bought this land in October of 1919, and my dad built the house I live in.
So this is a pretty special house to you. Tell me about this house.
Well, my folks started building this house in 1929 and moved in January 1931, and I was born July the 2nd, 1931. So I sleep in the bedroom I was born in.
Oh, wow. So can we take a look inside?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's go.
And if you've been in agriculture long enough, you've gone through a tough time. And man, knowing what the generations before you endured to make it work, that's legacy to me.
It makes you think 100 years is a long time to be involved in agriculture, your land, and really made me think about time and what time means. It's important that we keep these small rural communities going, to me.
Why?
because that's the backbone of America.
Man, that is the definition of legacy. A 90-year-old guy living in his bedroom that he was born in. Ron, legacy is a powerful, powerful thing, isn't it?
It is, and legacy is different things to different people. Legacy can be living in that house your whole life, being born in it. Legacy could be a special tradition you do here at Christmas time. You know, every family's got the Christmas traditions, and that can be legacy passed on from generation to generation. I know a lot of families that pass on the ornaments, you know, the Christmas ornaments. They have got great grandfather's ornament or some handmade ornaments. That's pretty neat at Christmas time.
You guys have traveling the country this year with the Share Your Legacy segment. You've captured these personal bits of truth from around the country, farm families, and it's so powerful and just been a joy to watch.
Yeah, and thank you. And we want to thank all of the people that have submitted the candidates for your Share Your Legacy. Unfortunately, we can't get them all on, but keep them coming. And we enjoy the opportunities and all the letters that are sent with regards to, hey, please go interview my grandparents, because they have a wonderful story. And whether they're from Idaho or whether they're from Arkansas or anywhere in between, it's just a special thing that families try to get their family members to get that memorialized in that recording for future generations.
My name is Ben Ricci. I'm the owner and manager of Blue Diamond Farming Company, and I farm at Jessup, Iowa. When I use Big Iron to market my farm equipment that I have for sale, I'm opening it up to a national market. I'm not just having a local firm try and get local buyers to my equipment, but I'm moving to a digital platform that reaches, well, not only nationally, but internationally, wherever farming is done.
Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You've got to try this. The power of foam is the only way to clean and degrease your equipment. Simply foam it on, give the foam a few minutes to work, and power wash it off. Cuts grease and your wash time significantly. The foam won't harm electrical sensors or controls. It neutralizes and washes away farm chemicals and is safe to use on most surfaces. Call 888-996-7801 or go online to check out their dealer locator at poweroffoam.com to find the power of foam near you.
On June 28th, Pacific Junction, Iowa is the place you want to be for the Agrivision Equipment Inventory Reduction Auction. More than 150 lots of late model equipment, including tractors, combines, heads, planters, sprayers, attachments, and more. All sell with no reserve and available to view at Agrivision Equipment, Pacific Junction, Southwest Iowa location. Don't miss your chance to bid in person or conveniently online and take home dealer inventory at auction prices. To learn more about the equipment selling, auction details, or to register to bid online, visit agrivisionequipauction.com.
Speaking of good stuff, folks, let's take a look at the Bels from Galva, Illinois.
My dad started in 1933, and we've just continued on with it. It's take care of your customers. That's the best way to keep it going. We don't advertise very much. We hauled livestock, grain. We had cream routes. Round the clock, we'd run the livestock and grain in the daytime and haul cream at night.
Bel Trucking had quite a history with the Chicago stockyards, traveling many times. We have a print from the 1900s of what the stockyard on the south side of Chicago originally looked like. And of course the gates, everyone's familiar with the Chicago stockyard gates. Dwayne belongs to a Chicago Stockyard Collectors Club and likes to display many of our important information and the history here that he enjoys sharing and the stories that go along with it.
I drove to Chicago the first time was on December 12th, and I drove a 1947 International. And the heater was so small, I had to scrape the ice off the inside. It was cold.
My grandpa was a lot like Dad, or Dad was a lot like him. Daddy told you stay out of the truck, you stay out of the truck. So Grandpa, you get up in there, let's back over here, let's do this. And he'd scooter or whatever right beside me and everything and that. And had me backing up to the deck house, and we'd take decks out of the livestock trailers or put them in and clean them out and stuff like that. He'd have me move the trucks around. I wasn't very old either. I'm maybe 12, 13 years old.
The family has the world's best work ethic, and that work ethic carries through not only in trucks but in everything they do. I've watched my mother and father-in-law go above and beyond to serve Galva, our beautiful little town, in more ways that people notice and don't notice. But Dwayne has probably one of the best hearts of any adult male I've ever met.
Well, I'm 85 years old, so I don't know how much future I got left. But, it's been a wonderful place to live, and it's still a good place to live. What legacy means to me is being the friendship we have here, and I hope it continues on.
Well, folks, the world of agriculture is extremely diverse. It's been so fun covering it these past 34 years. And guys, I mean, people like the Bells with their trucking operation in Galva, Illinois, the innovation, doing what you have to do. Ron and Mark, I know you guys have seen it for your 4 decades in the auction biz.
Yeah, farmers have to be chemists. They have to be accountants. They've got to be master negotiators. They've got to be great marketers. They've got to be mechanics. They've got to be engineers. They've got to be excellent at everything, or they don't make it.
Yeah, and the farmers have done that through the decades to survive through some very difficult periods, some good times, some bad, but again, doing what you got to do to make it happen.
You know, a farmer is an eternal optimist. Every year you can come off of a drought one year, but the next year you're going in it with the full intent to achieve maximum success. And they'll do it over and over again. Same thing with the ranchers. You know, they can lose a couple calves, but they, you know, go right back out there and they keep doing what they're doing. And that's part of agriculture, and that's part of what we see every day, and the people that we deal with every day, and the struggles that they have, but also the great joy that they have.
Right.
And that's why agriculture is what it is. That's what I love about it, and we're glad to be around those types of people.
$819 items selling no reserve on online equipment auction Saturday, June 29th by Schneider Auctioneers in Berger, Missouri. 2019 Peterbilt 389, one owner. 2009 John Deere 6115D with only 1,311 hours, one owner. 2017 JCB 53595 telehandler, 3,099 hours. 2016 New Holland T490 with loader and only 511 hours, one owner. 2021 Deere 325G with 2,011 hours. Go to SchneiderAuctioneers.com. Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. Well, in April, Share Your Legacy visited Manning, Iowa to check out a 5-generation Hereford cow operation.
Well, it's Weiss & Sons Good Doing Bulls. It was a cold winter night, and I was in my dad's office, and he was doodling. He drew our logo out. And then I seen him lean back in his chair and thought for a minute, and he said, "Good doing bulls." We're a multi-generation operation, and I'm fortunate to have 2 of my sons in the operation along with my wife. And we are in, of course, the seed stock business, mostly selling bulls to commercial operation.
And it's just something that I feel like it's in my blood. And I think that's what kind of keeps me going every single day, is just to see the progression and the progress that we make.
Behind us is some just bulls that we are pretty excited about. Every year we keep back some of our own home-raised bulls that we have aspirations to make them future herd bulls for us.
We analyze the data, the phenotype, you know, all the nitty-gritty about them, and just make sure that they're out of sires that we're proud of, and most importantly, the mothers. Just like you know, a lot of folks will say in the cow industry, every good bull comes from a great mom. So we got to make sure they've got the good maternal instincts, great udders, good performance behind them, and looking forward to getting them into production here maybe this breeding season.
My brother Chance is, quite frankly, my biggest role model. Getting to work alongside him is one of my just true blessings in life, and it's really fun, quite frankly, because we're so driven and have the exact same passion that it's not really work. It's more so we get to grow this business together and hopefully grow our families together right alongside.
Well, we've always had a good mind of working with each other, and we've always had a joy working with each other into how to make our cattle better, our land better, and our lives better.
Well, folks, I'm pleased to be joined in the studio by Dave and Diana Weiss from Manning, Iowa. Good Doing Bulls, Hereford Cow Operation. Guys, the segment, that was just fantastic.
Well, thank you. We've received a lot of great compliments on it. We've had people from all over the United States checking in and been complimentary of the interview, and people that we haven't touched in a long time, communicative-wise, they checked in. So it just proves that Big Iron is a leader in the industry, and a lot of people follow Big Iron. And it's an honor for us to go ahead and have Big Iron come out to operation.
Well, hey, and Diana, one of the pieces about your segment that was so fascinating, and I think grabbed the audience kind of by the collar and pulled them in, was your sons.
Yes.
You know, we talk legacy, and you know, their excitement about coming along and passion for it. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, they are two very driven individuals, and we're really fortunate that they, after they completed their education at Iowa State, decided to come back to the farm. You know, it's kind of unusual to have, let alone one son come back, but to have two, we're really lucky in that regards. And Chance, he came a couple years ahead of Shane, and he's taken over the office and all of the data entry and all the financials, and he knows every single cow and calf on the place by name and number and who they're bred to. And Shane, his niche is more the hands-on cowman and operations, day-to-day things. He, you know, he has an agenda for the week, and you know, if anybody needs to know what they need to do for the day, Shane's the go-to guy and gives instructions, and he's really good at you know, delegating and making sure that all the tasks, good or bad or not so fun, get taken care of in a big operation. So.
Diana, I have to compliment you guys. I grew up with two younger brothers, and watching your segment, your sons talking about each other, I was struck. One brother speaking about respecting the other brother. So hats off to the job you guys did as parents.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah.
And Dave, what kind of reaction to this segment did you guys get after the Share Your Legacy aired on Machinery Pete?
Well, everybody was pleased to know, the people that we haven't seen for a long time, pleased to know the boys have come back. And they were just enjoyed to see another generation of Weiss throwing their hat into our cattle operation and our lifestyle.
The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain and stock trailers is Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner at a farm store near you.
Want to get smarter and have some fun while you're at it? Introducing Unscripted and Grow Getters, two of agriculture's most entertaining and engaging podcasts. Hosted by U.S. Farm Report's Tyne Morgan and Ag Day's Clinton Griffiths, Unscripted is your chance to meet the personalities behind the personalities. And with heart and humor, Grow Getters with host Davis Michelson explores Ag's most innovative side hustles. You can find Unscripted and Grow Getters on the Farm Journal YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
I tell you what, folks, small town rural folks also know how to do events.
As Scott Glenn once said, rodeo riders are the last of the true chivalrous group of people. It's a place where the competition is really pure. If that's true, then the most pure place in America 1 week in September every year is Fort Madison, Iowa.
Rodeo is a true American sport, and we have everything. Nashville entertainment, the best cowboys in the world, one of the best stock contractors in the world with the best animals in the world, and it all comes together one weekend here in a great package to entertain anyone and everyone.
And this whole rodeo started just on an idea where animals were going to Madison Square Garden for Gene Autry's rodeo company, and they stopped and were resting them here off the train. And one day somebody said, we need to have a rodeo here while you're hanging out. And now it's the biggest rodeo east of the Missouri.
Gene Autry came here in 1948. That was our first rodeo. He came twice. So we have survived. It has been the same weekend, 75 years of doing this here in Fort Madison, Iowa, celebrating the TriState Rodeo.
It's just kind of like, we have our theme. It says it's a family tradition. And there's a lot to be said about that. Like I said, you have the producers, you have the sponsors, you have the community. You come together, we enjoy the weekend, it's fantastic.
I'm Ken Becker, I'm from Hills, Iowa. I've come down to watch the 75th anniversary Fort Madison Rodeo. Pretty much just camp down here and go to the rodeo every night we can and have fun with the concerts, whatever.
Well, we're in the grand entry and we're going to be sponsoring with a bunch of different girls, and we have flags we're carrying. There's about 64 of us. It's just really good environment and the spirits are really high here. It's just a lot of fun. We really enjoy it.
Boy, I would say, the legacy of the Tri-State Rodeo is family tradition. It's just a good community event. If you want to come here with your spouse, want to come here with friends, want to come here with family, it's a family tradition, and I think that's the legacy of the Tri-State Rodeo.
This is who we are, the legacy of seeing fourth and fifth generation people out there coming to the rodeo. When you talk about the Tri-State Rodeo, you're talking about Fort Madison, Iowa. When you talk about Fort Madison, Iowa, you're talking about the Tri-State Rodeo.
Well, gentlemen, it has been an honor to work with you guys and share your amazing Share Your Legacy program on our Machinery Pete TV show. It's been so fun. I can't wait to see where you guys are going with Share Your Legacy. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America.